Welcome. If you're here today, there's a good chance that something in your world feels uncertain, stressful, or perhaps a little overwhelming. Maybe you're facing a difficult decision or simply feeling like life has become a little more intense than you would prefer for it to be. Our brains are remarkably good at survival. When life feels unpredictable, they naturally narrow our focus towards potential threats. They become experts in asking, what if something goes wrong? Today, we're simply going to make room for a different question. What if something good is still possible? Not because we know what the future holds, but because possibility often begins long before certainty has made itself known. Take a moment to settle into a comfortable position, noticing the support beneath you, your feet on the ground, the chair. If it feels comfortable, you might gently place one hand on your heart, or even fingertips on your shoulders, gently moving your hands down your arms, giving yourself a soothing, moving hug, welcoming in that mindful touch that is so healing and so good for our brains. There's no right next step here. Just simply notice what feels comforting for you today. Invite your shoulders to soften just a little, if they can. Perhaps stretch your jaw, inviting it to expand. Notice the gentle rhythm of your breath. Don't change it, just be with it. And as you continue breathing naturally, begin to notice the places where your body already knows how to be. Perhaps it is the feeling of your feet resting on the floor, the support of your chair, the gentle weight of your hands. These small moments remind your nervous system that you are here. In this moment, you are here. And from here, we have an opportunity to become curious. I invite you to imagine that you're standing at the edge of a beautiful path, stretching gently into the distance. You cannot see every turn. You cannot predict every step. And what if that's okay? Noticing the path doesn't require that we have all the answers before we take the next step. It simply invites you to remain open, to see the path, to see the possibility. And as you imagine yourself looking down that path, quietly get curious. What possibility might I be overlooking today? What possible possibility might be right around that corner or underneath a tree, waiting to be explored? There's no need to force an answer. Sometimes possibility arrives as an idea, sometimes a feeling, sometimes simply as little more than a space that we hadn't noticed was there just a moment ago. Allow yourself to become aware of even the smallest space, the smallest opening. Perhaps it's the possibility of feeling a little calmer, the possibility of asking for support, Perhaps it's trusting yourself just enough to take one next step. Or perhaps it's simply allowing yourself to know that your story is still unfolding, that our brains are constantly changing throughout our lives, and we have choice. And choice creates possibility. Each moment of curiosity, each possible possibility, each time we lean into compassion or openness creates new opportunities or new pathways to strengthen. You don't have to know exactly where you're going. You only need to remain willing to notice what becomes possible as you continue the gentle breath, the next step, the next possibility. I'll invite you to take another moment to turn inward and slowly notice your body, noticing your breath, the support beneath you. And see if you can identify one word that represents what you'd like to carry forward from this moment. Maybe it's hope, maybe curiosity, maybe courage or trust, or perhaps it's simply possibility. Whatever that word is, hold it gently in your awareness. Invite it to become a quiet companion as you move forward from this moment. Feeling that word as you focus on it to have a color or an energy, a motion or a movement. And as you welcome in another breath, perhaps imagine that word growing and expanding with the inhale and settling and connecting inward with the exhale. Before we finish, I'd like to gently remind you, you don't have to know everything. You don't have to solve everything. As humans, we have the opportunity to remain open to what's possible. And I'll invite you, noticing the gentle touch of your hands on your heart and a moving hug, whatever feels comfortable, to take that information in, repeating these words. I don't have to know everything. I don't have to solve everything. I can remain open to what is possible. As we bring our time together to a close, I invite you to welcome in one final gentle breath, breathing into your word as you exhale, inviting it to connect and deepen. And as you bring yourself back into the space, bringing your awareness back into the room, remember this: possibility rarely arrives all at once. More often, it begins with a single moment of openness. Be gentle, and thank you for taking these few minutes to care for yourself today. Take good care.